Imagine living your entire life in a home that can disappear in just a few hours. No concrete, no permanent address, no roads leading to your front door. When the seasons change, your entire house moves with you. Yet for centuries, this simple black tent has sheltered generations of Tibetan nomads through freezing winters, fierce winds, and life at nearly 5,000 meters above sea level. Today, we're stepping inside one of the world's most remarkable homes, not just to see how it's built, but to discover how an entire way of life revolves around it.
Tibetan nomadic home. It called Rva, okay, made from yak-hair weaving. I born and grow up like this. Okay, this one all tied up with ropes. Okay, so we have been like this many centuries. That's why we have name of this each rope and each angle of rope and each button. These are buttons made from wood, all the buttons. So, and these ones, poles, every single one have different names. Okay, so this is hello. She is in a nomadic today. Look, this stick, weaved, everything weaved by hand, one by one, made from hand. Many dedication work inside like this, female size and male side. Big prayer flag is here. And children, they have 8 children. Very happy. With 8 children, they live there, very happy.
From a distance, it doesn't look like much. Just a dark tent standing alone against an endless landscape. But this isn't ordinary fabric. Every strand comes from the family's own yaks. The coarse yak hair is spun into thick panels that have protected nomadic families for generations. The tent is black because the hair itself is naturally dark. But its greatest secret lies in the weave. Look closely and you'll notice thousands of tiny spaces between the fibers. When rain falls, the yak hair swells, tightening the weave and helping the tent resist water. When the air is dry, the fibers relax again, allowing fresh air to circulate and smoke to escape. It's a remarkably practical design, refined over centuries through experience rather than blueprints. For people living on one of the harshest plateaus on Earth, the tent doesn't simply provide shelter, it breathes with the weather. Step inside, and the world suddenly changes. Outside, the wind never seems to stop. Inside, the air is warm, quiet, and filled with the comforting aroma of tea and wood smoke. Or more often, smoke from dried yak dung, the traditional fuel of the plateau where trees are scarce. The first thing to come alive each morning isn't the family, it's the fire. Someone wakes before sunrise to light the stove. Without it, the cold quickly fills the tent. The stove warms the family, boils water, cooks every meal, dries damp clothes, and becomes the center around which the day unfolds. In many homes, life quite literally revolves around the fire. Breakfast is simple but nourishing. Butter tea, fresh yak milk, tsampa, a roasted barley flour mixed by hand into the tea. High in the mountains, every calorie matters. As the family eats together, sunlight begins to slip through the woven roof. Tiny beams of light dance across the smoke-filled air, creating a scene that feels almost timeless. There are no dining tables or kitchen cabinets, yet every object has its place. Blankets are carefully folded along the walls. Wooden chests hold clothing and treasured belongings. Leather bags store barley flour. Butter churns stand ready for the day's work. Nothing here is decorative. Everything serves a purpose, because sooner or later, every single item will be packed onto yaks and carried to the next pasture.
Traditional Tibetan yak letter made, everything made by hand. And inside you have barley, distance, and the barley, if it's older, many years, even become better and better. So that's why you need this leather. Inside here, tea, all tea. Yak skin, dry yak skin. Inside here, tea. Because tea and barley, many years past, much better taste, much better. That's why. Yeah, this one they made very nice. Yes, this is very expensive. This one, everything yak here, made by everything hand. So it's long time, huge effort. Okay, these two make butter and cheese. Put inside the milk and then do this like machine.
Oh, okay.
Similar machine.
The black tent is much more than a place to sleep. It is the kitchen, the dining room, the workshop, the nursery, and the living room, all under one roof. There are no separate rooms, no doors dividing one space from another. Every part of daily life happens here, often at the same time. While one person prepares butter tea, children play beside the stove. Despite the limited space, the tent rarely feels empty. It feels alive. Over the years, the yak-hair walls absorb the scent of smoke from thousands of meals cooked over the fire. For many nomads, that familiar smell isn't something to get rid of. It's the smell of home. Visitors are always welcome. Even strangers crossing the grasslands are often invited inside for a bowl of warm butter tea. Out here, where the nearest neighbor may be kilometers away, hospitality isn't simply good manners. It's part of surviving life on the plateau.
Sunshine. You put inside here rock, and then you put this, and then you hurl like this, and then you throw it. This rock go much more better than throw by hand. Okay?
Oh, okay.
You see, this from made rope made. This one from made skin. You see, this. Okay. Yes. I do one outside. You look.
Okay.
Ah! 那没办法。你看啊，
哇！
Dizem ze me. Dizka. Sidigo. Oh, ngajini. Ngi Tibetan. Tibetan. Tib mga ngi.
Oh, 그죠?
Oh ya, kaya mga Oh, tan rokhi gayu ngumawa tajim kaya.
Eventually, everyone steps outside, because the real workplace lies beyond the tent. The yak. Without these animals, life here would be almost impossible. A single herd provides milk, butter, cheese, wool, leather, transportation, meat, and even fuel. Every morning, the animals are counted before moving toward fresh grazing land. Finding pasture isn't guesswork. Families know which valleys recover first after winter, where streams continue flowing during dry months, and when it's time to move before the grass is exhausted. Children begin learning these skills early. Many ride horses confidently while they're still very young. Some help collect fuel. Others watch younger calves. Today, many also attend boarding schools, returning home during holidays. Their lives now bridge two worlds, one rooted in ancient traditions, the other shaped by modern education.
Okay. Hi. You like?
Yes.
Yes, you see? Okay.
Oh, so cute.
它拎着它的颈子的，
你看，
你看它好乖。
你们不。
As evening settles across the plateau, the herd slowly returns. The temperature falls quickly. The black tent, nearly invisible against the landscape during the day, begins to glow from within. Dinner simmers on the stove. Tea is poured once again. Outside, silence stretches across the grasslands. Inside, conversation continues around the fire. There are no city lights, no traffic, no endless stream of notifications, only laughter, stories, the crackling of the stove, and the comforting feeling that tomorrow will begin exactly where today ends. To many of us, a home is something permanent, built to stay in one place. For Tibetan nomads, home has always been something different. A home is not defined by its location. It's defined by the people gathered around the fire. Today, roads reach farther into the plateau than ever before. Many nomadic families have settled into permanent housing, and the number of traditional black tents has declined in some regions. Yet across the vast grasslands, these remarkable homes still stand against the wind, not as relics of the past, but as living reminders of a culture that has adapted to one of the world's most demanding environments for centuries. Perhaps that's the greatest lesson the black tent offers. A home doesn't have to be the biggest. or the strongest. Sometimes the best home is simply the one that knows how to move with the world around it.